Hi, so Mitchell, we've been talking a lot about operationalizing SEO, and one of the things that our team, Client Success, focuses on with new customers is thinking about structuring, simplifying, and scaling their SEO efforts, workflows, you name it. So if we were to focus on just structure, what are the ways that you would recommend, or what is your approach to structuring SEO in an enterprise?
So within an enterprise, there is always so much going on. Whether it be changes to the website or changes to somebody is making to different portions of the site, or even within the teams themselves, within the SEO team and the projects that come up, or new product introductions. And what we find, and what I find going around and talking to clients, is that if you ask to any one of our clients what they have to do for SEO, their brains would explode. There's just so much that needs to be done when it comes to SEO within an enterprise, right? Project management and managing team relationships and politics reports, all that stuff. But the key thing is, in order for us to structure, simplify, scale, in order for us to structure, we really need the whole enterprise to think about SEO differently. For years and years, enterprises have known SEO to be about search engine optimization. As soon as you hear the word search engine optimization, if you're not in the SEO role, the first thing that comes to your mind is, oh, it's an engine, it's an algorithm, it's outside of our site, why should I care? Right? It's not aligned with anything I need to do. It's just a couple of folks who are going to go and figure out these external third-party sites, right? But that's not true, because when it comes to SEO, the experience that you provide on the site is really critical to your success on the search engines and how people find you and interact with you. So the first step to structuring is to make sure the entire organization is aligned around this concept of search experience optimization. We're in the job and in the business of optimizing and providing the best possible search experience for our audience. And something interesting happens when you structure everything around this core concept. You can go and talk to anybody within the organization about the need to build the best possible search experience, and they get it. Because you're no longer talking about a third-party site where you have to deal with somebody else's algorithm and try to trick it. You're talking about things that are aligned with their own goals, which is improving the experience for our end users. Every person in the company is there to help our end users, convert on our site and find value from our site. So it's a great way to align the whole organization, and that's where it starts. Once things are structured, then we can get into simplification of how we execute on this structure, and how we operationalize SEO, and then how we scale it.
Interesting pro tip. Now you've been in the SEO game for some time, right, Mitchell? And you yourself were an SEO. You're an in-house SEO for a period of time. So you talk about building those relationships and evangelizing. And when you started doing SEO, there was no budget. Right, you were not appreciated, right, as you should be, as many of us are as SEOs. So who did you try to reach out to internally to build a relationship to try and help move the needle, right, get some evangelism going?
Initially, as part of the SEO team, my goal was absolutely to get in touch with the content writers on the team, because I knew if we could get the right content, and this is going back over the last decade, if you could get the right keyword content and the right optimization, the right targeting that our audience speaks to our audience, that we could do wonders. Very quickly, I realized though that once you get that into place, the next biggest area of opportunity is really usability. So I think about it completely different nowadays from when I was doing SEO myself, which is I really think the foundation of everything today is usability. Because the things and technologies have gotten so much more complex when it comes to building websites that unless we get usability, page speed, and mobile first, and those things right, we really are going to hurt ourselves if we don't get those right with all of our other efforts. So usability comes first, then comes relevance on top of that, and then finally authority. And that's part of our framework for executing and operationalizing SEO.
Cool. Thanks.